the routine development for a child, I would like to first ask if any parents can identify this image. Are any of you familiar with this image? This is called as the Berkeley's model of maternal attitude affecting child development. This was done in the 1960s, a study which was done in England way back in 1960s. Some of the doctors and the scientists identified that there has to be somebody who is a key person in a developing child's life for them to build into the personality that they are now. The study was basically started from adults, where they found out, why is he a scientist, why is he a carpenter, why is he a mechanic, and why is he nothing? Why he doesn't know anything? Was there any factor which influenced these people as children, which made them into this as an adult? So the study was a retrospective study. They went back to the lives of these particular cohort of individuals, and then they found out that there was one very key important person in that child's life which framed that child to what he or she was at this present day, and that was the mother. The next slide. So based on that, first I want to identify you all. If you can tell me what type of a mother are you? Are you an authoritarian, authoritative, permissive, or uninvolved? Just go through the characteristic features and just think, in which group do you belong to? I can also tell you the group I belong to. I am also an authoritative. Yes, I am. I was authoritative, but I had to change. I'll tell you the reason why. So you can identify what category or a group of mother you are, and you just have to take this with a pinch of salt. Okay, what your child will be like. Next slide. So an authoritarian child is usually very obedient, but they lack self-esteem, they lack social skills and decision-making skills. I am not ashamed to say that yes, I was an authoritative mother, very authoritative, and my son actually went through these issues. He is still going through these issues. It affected him drastically. So from an authoritative, I had to make myself into authoritarian, I had to make myself into an authoritative parent. So an authoritative parent is where she says or she tells the child, I am the boss. Okay, I am the boss in this house, but you want to do something, ask me for the permission. I will give you the permission if it suits you. I will not give you the permission if it is hazardous to you, or if we can do it together. So basically, the child is not made to do anything that they want to do. That is what a permissive parenting is called as. A permissive mother is who says, "हाँ बेटा जाओ, जो चाहे करो. You're free to do anything you want. The world is your playground." How does a child understand rules and regulations? How does a child know that this is my house, this is a public space, this is my daddy's friend's house, and this is my school? If the child feels that I can be the way I want to be, everywhere I want to be, then how will the child know how to be where exactly I want to be? So that is a permissive parenting where the children are more likely to have problems with authority. They do not listen to teachers. They don't want to listen to teachers. They feel what I do is right. And they struggle with poor academic performance because the capacity of listening is not there. So when the teacher says something, the child basically doesn't want to listen because the child is thinking, what next should I do? Which next toy should I go and grab from there? What next activity should I do? So that's how a permissive child parenting evolves. And uninvolved parents, I have never seen an uninvolved parent here. I have seen more of an involved and super involved parents than an uninvolved parents. And uninvolved parents, the child will usually be unhappy, they lack in self-esteem, they may be less confident than their peers. But what I would like to bring here is before we start off with a routine for a child, designing a routine for the child, we should first understand ourselves. As mothers, we are planning something for our child. We should know that, can I do this myself? I'm expecting my child to do this. I mean, get up every day at 7 o'clock. 7:10 they have to brush their teeth. 7:30 they have to take bath. In 15 minutes they have to finish their breakfast, get ready for the school. And dot at 8 o'clock they have to go to school. Is this possible for a child? Is this possible even for me? I might do it for one day, I might do it for 2 days, but on the third day I don't want to do it. So when you design a routine for a child, always put yourself in the shoes of the child. Can I do this myself? And make the routine flexible for the child. Routines are important because it is scientifically proven that a child who follows a routine is a very well adapted, very well adjusted child. You put that child anywhere, any school, any arena, the child will adjust. That's because the child knows that you are not going to do any unsafe call for the child. So when you start with a routine, there is some amount of predictability and anticipation the child will see. For example, the moment the lunch is finished and you tell, oh, you finished your lunch so fast. Okay, so what are you planning to do now? The child might say, Mama, I need to take a nap now. Because you have set the routine for the child in that way. So establishing a routine has a very scientific nuances because the child will be happy, the child will be satisfied, the child is comfortable, and the child will be extremely reciprocal and receptive. So when we also, why we are doing the routine activity today is because we have seen some children who come to school, in 30 minutes they yawn completely with wide mouth, and we are like, what happened? It is just 9:30, it's just 10 o'clock, are you sleepy? And the child is like, ma'am, today I am very tired. 10 o'clock in the morning they are tired. 10 o'clock, 10:15 they are hungry. So that means something is lacking. Either they have not slept well, the sleep is not complete, or they have not had an early morning breakfast or a small brunch. That affects in the curriculum. That day, that child may not follow what the teacher is telling because there is something lacking in it. So, routine establishment is very, very important for the overall well-being of the child. So you can have small rituals before the bedtime, on the wake-up time. You can be like, consistent in repeating a task and, convert good behavior into reward systems in the house. It is also important to understand that if you start, okay, today or tomorrow I'm going to start a routine, your child is not going to follow it unless you are consistent about it. If your child is mature enough, sit down with the child, chart it out with them, ask them, you know what, I want you to wake up at 7 o'clock every day. That means you should sleep at what time? Maybe 9 o'clock? Sit down and talk to them. If you're sleeping at 9 o'clock, that means what time should you have your dinner? What time should you finish your play? Sit and discuss with them and see which is comfortable to the child and then establish the routine for them. So this is basically how you start creating a routine. Create a routine first during the nap times or the bed times because whatever you do, sleep is something which should not be compromised in a child who is developing. They should get their 8 to 10 hours of sleep every day without any disturbance. So first start from there. First cover up that 8 to 10 hours of sleep and then start with the routine. Always be consistent, make adjustments, be flexible, don't be rigid, and it will be only a fun time if you have small words. For example, you can call wake up, get up, go to sleep. Okay? These are called as key words for small children, like toddlers, 2 years, 3 years, who are developing a vocabulary, 4 years also. Where you tell them, okay, this is the time to wake up. They will understand that one word, wake up, and they'll oh, I'm supposed to wake up now, and the next thing I'm supposed to do is go to the washroom and brush my teeth. So use keywords like this. Wake up, get dressed, brush my teeth, take a shower, do my homework, attend online classes if you are attending breakfast, eat lunch, eat my dinner. These are the key words, especially for children who are developing vocabulary. So you need to ask them. So what do we do next? You open up, what is the next thing that we do? The child should tell you, I have to brush my teeth and go to the washroom. That's why you need two word pattern or the keyword pattern for a child to get accustomed or to develop a routine. So please remember, it is very flexible. Enjoy the routine. Saturday, Sunday, take the routine and throw it out of the window. Don't worry, you need to have some time for the child as well. But ensure that the 8 to 10 hours of sleep is adequate for the child and the child is comfortable wherever he or she is. So establishing a routine is actually a fun activity for the child. It should not be very arduous or a tedious task for parents and the child. Also, you will understand that the stress in the mothers reduces a lot when the child starts doing things by themselves when the routine is established. So when you tell them, open up, what do you do next? The child will run into the bathroom. So you'll be like, chalo, he went to the bathroom himself, I don't have to worry. That's how you make a child independent, by giving them tiny tasks at home. Okay, so this also helps us in school, helps our teachers as well, because when the child comes to the school fresh and prepared, they're very reciprocal, they're receptive, they're energized and they learn well. So we need your help to help your children. So please cooperate with us in establishing a routine for a child. So these are small points that I already discussed with you. If you need anything more, a template regarding how a routine has to be established, we will be sharing it in the groups as well. So that is for today. Any questions? Okay. So if there's no questions, I request the teachers to please take the parents into the respective classes. You can have a one-on-one discussion, a group discussion with your respective class teachers. She will brief you regarding the books as well.